What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 1 of year number 2 in our Big 12 All-Teambuilder Dynasty. Leading off with Ardmore Thunderwolves against Temple Owls. We've got to take care of Raquel Armstead. Pretty good running back for the Temple Owls. And the offense for Temple is not that bad. Defense can be had, but honestly, we're going to have our hands full with Armstead. I mean, you guys can see him right here breaking off tackles. You got a 4-yard rush right there, 3rd and 7 for Temple. You got some pressure on the quarterback, 1 of 2 for passing for 22 yards. He's not going to pick up the first down. It's going to be 4th and 7. So Ardmore's going to get the football back. So the Cody Shanahan regime, or the era, starts today. So hopefully he can actually live up to some high expectations with this Ardmore Thunderwolves football team. Cade Wilson, some pretty big shoes to fill. Even though he could not win the big game for the Thunderwolves, we've got Shanahan now with a lot more experience behind him, with returning players like Kevin Tratnick, DeQuandre Shook. We've got J.R. Fuller. Tratnick with the catch here for 25 yards. Foreman, Hardaway. You got guys on defense who have come back. So Shanahan is actually in a nice little spot here. But check this out, guys. So a play that we ran against Denver Tech, and Cody Shanahan actually threw an interception to Rowe for that touchdown last season, if you guys remember it correctly. Doug Flores, the wide receiver, number 5 there, caught that pass and then dove for the end zone. Barely got touched. The football went out of bounds for a touchback. So yet again, for whatever reason, Cody Shanahan and that play just do not mix. So we got to give the football to Temple. They drive down the field. They get a field goal. Shanahan with the football back, 2nd and 9, and look at this little toss to D.D. Foreman. Nice catch there for 24 yards, 3rd and 8. Some pressure coming, and Shanahan doesn't find the open man in time, so he's going to get sacked. That's Amir Tyler with the sack, so Ardmore's going to have to punt the football away. 2nd and 11, and then Nutile. It's either Nuttall or Nutile. You guys let me know, because I honestly didn't do my research on Temple's quarterback, quite frankly, because Temple's kind of in obscurity with football right now. So we see that Ammon Howe going to get a sack on Nutile, and then Fuller is going to make this catch, but he fumbles the football, and then J.R. Fuller picks it back up. So now we got Hicks in the game, and he's going to pick up a first down. So good job by Hicks. That's pretty much like his job right now until Shanahan loses the job, is pretty much come in on long type of situations and try to use your legs to try to get the ball down the field, pick up first downs, chunk plays. He's not a passer per se, so that's kind of his role. Shanahan on that scramble, and then we're going to Jake Wood, who's going to pound it into the end zone for, of course, a 0-yard touchdown. You guys will notice my brother is not here currently with week number 1 for the morning videos. He will be available at the nightcaps. You guys will see that video later on tonight, probably posting around 6 or 7 o'clock, I would assume, most likely towards 8, so just let you guys know that. Alright, so we got Nutile here, 3rd and 6, and he's going to scramble to the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown run. That's unbelievable. He broke 2 tackles on the defensive lineman right there, and he was just able to get in. So they could not take his legs out, and Ardmore is losing 10-7 at the half. Here's D.D. Foreman get in on another catch here. He's only got about 2 catches for 36 right now, so he's not having too great of a game here. But here's Hardaway, 13-yard reception, just got that little nudge at the very end, so he couldn't punch it into the end zone. But Cody Shanahan will take care of business because he was down at the 1-yard line. But Shanahan's got some legs. That's what Ardmore quarterbacks do. We like it. 2nd and 10, and here is Nutile going to get a sack, and that is Ammon Howe. So he has 2 sacks, 3 tackles for losses right now. He is pretty much the MVP defensively right now in this game for Ardmore, keeping them in it, keeping the boys in it here. Nice little pass deflection there down the sideline, and here's Hicks. He's got wide open green if he just can get past one defender, but he can't. The ball is going to get stripped, and Tyler picks it up, gets out of bounds. So Hicks, you had one job. One job, take care of the football. And Temple is going to be set up 1st and 10, and one play later, Reichwell Armstead in for the touchdown, guys. 17-14. And Shanahan and the Thunderwolves have got business to do. And Dede Foreman, 46-yard touchdown reception on the first play after the fumble. After the touchdown. Oh my goodness. And then we get Bryant here on 1st and 10 for Temple, and he's going to bust this one after some pretty bad coverage in the secondary. The safety did not get over. 3rd and goal now since they did not score there, and then we got Isaiah Wright with a 5-yard touchdown reception, and Temple takes the lead back. So we've got a back and forth type of ball game here, and now it's up to the Thunderwolves here in the 4th quarter to shut this thing down, to close this thing out. We definitely have to win against Temple. We cannot lose our entire season here with a loss against Temple in the opening week at home. That just does not set the tone very well. But here's J.R. Fuller with a 5-yard score. Ardmore gets the lead back again, 28-24 now. 4 minutes to go. Defense has to come through. Here is Russo going to get sacked by none other than Eric Sanchez, who's been really involved in today's game. 10 tackles thus far. I mean, he's been all over the field. And then look at this. Great blocking by Temple linemen. And Temple's going to get the first down here, 19 yards. 2nd and 3. And then we have a halfback power play. Going to get the first down, pulling linemen out to the left side. 2nd and 7, and Russo firing it to Isaiah Wright past the first down marker. Newtile's actually out for the game with a concussion, but it doesn't seem to matter because Moody's going to get the touchdown here. 3 of 3 for Russo, 33 yards, and Temple takes the lead by 3 points. 1:38. Can the sophomore quarterback come through late here for his guys? This is a big one, guys. This is really big for this Ardmore team, and Shanahan's being tested early on the season. And what is he made of? Are you going to test his mettle? Shook with the reception, gets out of bounds. 1:24 left to go after that 12-yard pickup. Nice read there for Shanahan, picking up the blitz and tossing it out to the flat, and then right over the linebacker. That's Hardaway, and with the spin move, 26-yard gain there. 1:07 left to go. Play action pass here. Firing it deep to Hardaway, and almost picked off. Almost intercepted. That would have won Temple the game. Z-spot route here. That's J.R. Fuller getting out of bounds. Good read there. It was wide open. And then this play. Remember this play, guys? This was the play that we ran against Denver Tech, and he threw that interception in the end zone, and he learned. It was not open. So 3:35 for Shanahan, and he said, you know what, I'm having too good of a game here. I'm not going to throw it all away. And then wait for the next play. There's always going to be another play as long as you can throw the one away that's not there. 345 yards now for that touchdown. Boom, baby. Ardmore takes the lead 35-31. 31 seconds to go. Hill Parrish causes the disruption in the backfield, and Russo's going to take a sack. 15 seconds left. 3rd and 15. And Temple got to get that first down. And more, but they're going to like to throw a screen pass, and time is ticking, and they're not going to use their timeout. Now they got to hurry up, and they're not going to get a playoff. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I can't explain that. Their head coach needs to be fired today, after the end of the game. Like, that is almost inexcusable to not give your team a chance, really. And he really just he didn't do it. So Cody Shanahan, 345 yards, 4 total touchdowns for him. So he had one heck of a game. And Ardmore takes care of business against Temple. It was kind of scary. It was kind of scary, but, we're working out some kinks here. We've got a new quarterback, and even though he had a really good game, it's different. It's different. Cade Wilson had been there for years, right? So he was a senior last year. Everybody was used to him leading the charge. It's just kind of a different feel. So that was a good win for the young quarterback for Ardmore. We'll see what he's got in the next coming weeks and see if Ardmore has what it takes to be among the best in the Big 12. So we're going to check out Amarillo against Colorado. That's Rayshon Beckham with the first down. We got Russell Springer still at quarterback for the Armadillos here. And then we've got a new running back. That's Duckett. He's the backup running back for Amarillo. Myron Wallace-Jones actually graduated. He did not make the NFL. He was actually on some practice squads, but he's just not seeming to make it. He doesn't have the measurables in order to make it. But look at this. Here's Duckett busting off 2 tackles, one in the backfield and one down the sideline. This guy is going to be the future for sure after Rayshon Beckham. But here we got Russell Springer making a Russell Springer type of throw off his back foot, and it's just going to be incomplete, so we're going to have to settle for the field goal. And Amarillo defense, what is going on? What is going on? So Steven Montez gets the first down and more. And, mobile quarterbacks have given Amarillo kind of a problem here. And then when we've got a running back like Kyle Evans that can do what he does, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for Amarillo to take care of opposing offenses for sure. So they got some issues. There's Josh Sutton picking up 2 yards on that reception. And then we have Roydell Goolsby with the big first down catch right there. So he's making his presence felt early on in this game. 6:22 left to go. We are just starting the second quarter pretty much. And then Roydell Goolsby going to get in for the touchdown. So look for him to actually have a pretty big year in this offense. We got Russell Springer, who's another year older. He's got more experience behind him, and this offense actually doesn't look too bad right now. You got Duckett, who's showing some power, some flashes, and then you've got Rayshon Beckham doing his thing, of course. And then with like I said, with Springer being another year older, that means the receiving core is pretty much intact. Terrell Moore is pretty much the only guy that's gone from last year's starters. But it's the defense that's really going to have its handful this season, I feel like. So we got Steven Montez with that rush for a touchdown. And when I look at the defense, guys, it's pretty much the linebacking core that's probably going to be the issue here for Amarillo. They just don't have the talent like they did last season. They're starting 2 freshmen at defensive end. Defensive tackles are okay, but they did lose some pretty good seniors as well. So it's really up to Russell Springer and the offense to kind of carry this team. It kind of sounds funny saying that because of what we saw last year, the inconsistency on offense, but that's really what's going to be a driving force for this football team as far as success goes. But we see Springer gets the touchdown for 17-14 now, ending of the second quarter. And look at this catch. Oh my goodness, Jawan Winfrey. He was literally already toe tapping and sticking his feet in the ground before he caught the pass, just so he couldn't run out of bounds and have that illegal touching penalty. So it's going to be 21-17 at the half. Let's go to the third quarter now. And then we've got this catch by Jawan Winfrey yet again. And he's pretty much been a master there down that sideline. Whether that is in the back of the end zone or on the sideline, it's unreal, some of the catches that he's making right now. And we got Steven Montez gets a touchdown with really good run blocking, and it's going to be 28-17. So Amarillo is now down 11 points late here in the third quarter. We got to make something happen here soon, or this one's going to be over. And then we see that Amarillo is unable to punch the ball into the end zone, and then we got Colorado in the red zone, and Kyle Evans gonna get a touchdown. So 35-17. So this is pretty much Amarillo's last shot. And look at this, a deep shot here. Touchdown to Isaiah Gamble. And he was actually a pretty good receiver last year, too. So like I said, they get all the receiving guys back. That's Gamble, Goolsby, and Sutton. It's just really, it's the offense that's going to carry the team. And, the defense is going to have to step up. But, as we see here, look at this. That is unreal. You cannot let that happen. A quarterback fakes you out like that bad. It's going to be 42-25, guys. And that is going to be the game. So Colorado comes into Amarillo. Steven Montez is your player of the game. We didn't have any stat updates because of the scoreboard glitch. It always seems to happen like in week number 2. Week number 1, week number 2. Past that, everything works out just fine. So big time matchup here. Save this one best for last, right? We got Denver Tech against Oregon that has to travel all the way out to Oregon and Autzen Stadium. And, kind of two teams that kind of remind me of each other a little bit. They like that spread type of offense. They've got that highlighter yellow thing going on. They value aesthetically pleasing type of jersey sets, It just seems like a great matchup. I'm glad that my brother put this one together. He was definitely a driving force of the schedule creation. But we got Justin Herbert, pretty much a consensus top pick in the 2019 NFL draft. And then now we got Drakeen Timmons on the other side. So it's going to be definitely a quarterback duel. Both guys do their own thing. Timmons more of a runner, Herbert more of a passer. But, watch out for Herbert's bombs. And watch out for, before I talk about that play. But watch out for Drakeen Timmons' legs. So definitely two different styles of quarterback here. But one thing's for sure, both teams have some pretty good defenses and always have. Denver Tech going to jump on this fumble caused by a pretty bad option attempt by Justin Herbert, and then Jameel Schmidt's going to pound it in to the end zone for a touchdown. It's going to be 10-0 for the defending national champions on the road here. But look at this. Like I said, the deep shots for Justin Herbert right up the middle for a huge gain. 3rd and 5, trying to take off, and he's unable to do so and get positive yardage. So that's a sack for a 4-yard loss. And then look at this, handoff to Jameel Schmidt, going to get 11 yards there. And Denver Tech, guys, just keeps rolling with this offense. And look at this perfectly timed pitch by Drakeen Timmons. That's Jawan Singleton, the wide receiver, going to get a first down. So we got 1st and 10 now at the start of the second quarter's Fields flip, and Timmons going to get in for the touchdown. So guys, it doesn't seem to matter what year we're in. It wasn't a fluke. Timmons with the blocking, got himself into the end zone. It's back. Denver Tech is back, and they are in full force here, guys, on the road against Oregon, 17-3. This team is legit yet again, and they're going to be definitely a force to be reckoned with again. 4th and 2. Justin Herbert unable to get the first down. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. It's going to be 17-6, and Clark Outlaw trying to get the first down, unable to do so. And then nice play there to take away that passing lane for Timmons. He's not pretty much a good thrower. So yeah, anything you can do to make him uncomfortable back there is a very, very good thing. So Denver Tech going to have to settle for the field goal themselves. So it's going to be 20-6, and at the half, it's going to be 20-6. So I like what I'm seeing from Denver Tech here as far as defense goes against a top pick for the NFL in Justin Herbert. And then obviously with the offense, they're clicking yet again. Things have not changed too much. They're utilizing the same type of plays that it's basically they only run like 3 or 4 plays on offense. It's just sometimes they run the option, sometimes they run the read option, more so the read option than not, and then they use Jarquez Holly in the end zone. That's pretty much their base offense, and it works. It works for them. I mean, especially when you've got their offensive line that they do, and then when you can bust this kind of option play out there like that, huge gain down the sideline. That's Nick McCullough, the wide receiver. I mean, it's unreal. It's unreal what they can do. 23-16 in a close game. Oregon was coming back, but Denver Tech scores with Jarquez Holly in the red zone. And guys, this game is going to be over. So Denver Tech continues their run of not losing. They have not lost officially in 2 seasons. And it's going to continue hopefully maybe into next week. And for them, hopefully the entire season. So guys, I'll see you in the nightcap, probably 6 or 7 o'clock. As always, peace.